Chris, it was pretty cold outside walking out my door this morning.
Yeah, cold temperatures kick off this morning. Also, areas of frost, a good bet. But as we head throughout this afternoon, conditions get a little bit better, Lauren. And then late week, things look fine. And another cool blast of air sets up as we head into the weekend. Let's get into it. A lot to talk about over the next couple of days here. Live pinpoint Dopplers. We scan the skies across central and eastern Kentucky. Nice and dry this morning. No rainfall across eastern Kentucky. That's because high pressure beginning to build in, and that's going to dominate our region's weather and also bring some cooler air. And we're already feeling that. We have a frost advisory that's still in effect, and that goes until 9 o'clock this morning for a good chunk of eastern Kentucky. But it should begin to drop off a little bit later on this morning as conditions begin to warm up. But right now, we're on the colder side, mid to upper 30s across eastern Kentucky, lower to mid 30s across Cumberland Valley. The cold spot actually coming in over at Monticello right now at 27 degrees. So one thing is for sure, it's a cold start, and a winter coat will get you through this morning, but forget about it this afternoon as temperatures begin to warm up nicely. Visibility issues. Notice the fog's not too bad across eastern Kentucky. It's more across central and south central Kentucky. Visibility is dropping off down to around a quarter of a mile in some spots. So if you live along the I-75 corridor along those areas, just allow some extra travel time as you hit the road this morning. Bus stop forecast for the kids. Temperatures at 35 degrees. It's a cold start, just a little bit of patchy fog in some spots, especially the valley locations. But all in all, the main goal this morning is trying to stay warm. But like I said, this afternoon conditions warm up nicely. We're back into the lower 60s, all under mostly sunny skies. And it turns out to be a seasonable day for much of eastern Kentucky. We should be at an average high of 60 degrees, so just one better than where we should be. But overall, a really nice day will pan out for us. We'll get into your Friday. The sunshine continues. As I said just a moment ago, another cool blast arrives for the first part of your weekend, and then we're quickly warming back up for your Sunday, and that warming trend will continue as we get into another work week. Future view as we kick it off at 7 o'clock this evening. Notice clear skies will continue. High pressure begins to weaken out a little bit as we head into your early Friday morning. And then we see some clouds begin to increase from the north and northwest. That's along a cold front that will bring that cool blast of air as we get into the first part of your weekend. But notice there's not a whole lot of rainfall with it. This is a moisture-starved cold front. Now we could use the rainfall, but it's just not bringing it. Enough moisture to put some cloud cover across central and eastern Kentucky as we head into your Friday afternoon. That continues into Friday night. But notice high pressure builds in behind that as we get into your Saturday afternoon, and that brings that cool, that dry air that will set up here across the mountains for the first part of your weekend. Temperatures only climb into the lower 50s for afternoon highs Saturday. But notice we're back into the low 60s quickly for our Sunday, and those low 60s and the pleasant conditions will continue through this time next week. Let's get a check of the refrigerator art this morning, see what we have behind the magnets. Love showcasing all the wonderful artwork from the kids here across eastern Kentucky. Nice photo sent in from Lisa over at Osborne Elementary. Time now is 5:11. You're watching Mountain News this morning right here on WYMT.